evening, late night freaks. I'm here to do the What's on Deck for You in June read, straight from the hip with lots of lip. We just finished up with Leo in the last video, and now we're going to head into Virgo with this read. But I just wanted to drop in with you all for a minute because I've had an interesting experience getting here. I have tried to record this reading 3 times now. And for one reason or another, I continued to get interrupted. And I had this experience earlier when I was trying to do another reading for the collective. So it's very interesting. There's a lot of sort of communication blockage energy in the atmosphere, but I'm not going to let that stop me. And I kind of sat with it for a minute. I was like, why is this reading getting thwarted? What's going on? And I'm eager to get to this section of the reading because I'm hoping to make it through Virgo, Libra, and Scorpio in this reading. And I'm a Libra, so I don't normally read for myself. When I do a collective read, I get to take advantage of that, and I get to benefit from some of the messages coming in, and so I'm looking forward to this section. So I'm wondering what's the holdup, what's going on. And I really got a strong hit that I needed to move away from the tarot for this section of the reading. And I don't know why that is, but I'm just going to trust it. I'm going to listen to that guidance. I'm going to flow with it. And so I'm going to be working with a couple of decks for this particular video that I wasn't working with in the last one. I'm going to be using the super awesome future deck and also the arcane bullshit deck. And I feel like this is just kind of more in alignment with these signs' energy. Virgo, Libra, Scorpio. You're kind of, thumbing a nose to all the stuff that's kept you down and sort of had you feeling really confined. I feel like a lot of you are in a place of reclaiming your fire, uh, marching to the beat of your own drummer, doing what, feels right for you, and really just giving absolutely no fucks what anyone thinks about it. And I think that's why I needed to kind of go for a more rebellious sort of deck. These two decks are kind of spicy. They're not as sweet as the Paulina tarot that I was using in the other reads. I just wanted to come in for you all. So I'm going to follow that guidance. And I just wanted to also take a moment to say thank you to all of you who have shown support for Broadhaven and have come here to drop in with me and receive my strange little reads and spend your time with me. I really appreciate it. Thank you so much for subscribing. It really does help the channel. And if you haven't already, if you're new here, go on, hit the subscribe. I promise to keep bringing a lot of content, and we're going to have a lot of fun here, and I want you to be part of it. And it's free. And it only takes a second, and it definitely helps the messages get out there to more people. So I would be so appreciative if you could do that for me. And likewise, if you resonate with what I'm sharing here, what I'm bringing to the table, feel free to drop a comment. I love to connect with my subscribers. I love to hear what comes through for you in the readings, what really dinged for you. I want this to be a place where we can all chill and hang out and share our experiences, have some laughs, not take anything too seriously. And yeah, just in general, have a good old time of it. Okay. So I don't want to hesitate anymore. I want to dive right in and get to Virgo here and see what's on deck for you in this month of June. I really think summer is going to be lit, just lit. And I really feel like that's for all signs. Something's really opening up in the summertime. We've all been through, quite closing of a big chapter, closing of a cycle. And we're really entering into brand new territory in so many respects, so everything's brand new for everybody. Big time of transition. Let's be patient with people out there. I know sometimes it's difficult, but not everybody's able to move through stressful situations with, a chill attitude. Some people really get their noses out of joint. They have a hard time, so just give people a lot of room right now. I know there's been some communication snafus. In some cases, there's been communications that have been blocked, or held back. And, things are going to start to free up around that. We just recently had Mercury go retrograde. It just started back in its forward motion, but we often deal with that like shadow boomerang effect a little bit longer after it goes direct. So, just give it a couple weeks. Things are going to really start to lighten up, especially as we head to that summer solstice time. Once we head into summer, that's when the light is just going to keep building, not only, out in the world, as the sun comes front and center in the summer season, but also in our lives. Things are really going to start to lighten up. I really feel there's just like this big blessing energy coming in particular in Leo season. I've just had that download coming in for so long. I have to go with it. I feel like, the second half of July through August is just going to be so on and popping. It's really good. It's really good. Very positive energy coming in. So let's get to it. No further ado, okay? What's coming in for Virgo collective? What's on deck for Virgo collective? I won't say galactive. Maybe you're having some out of this world experiences, Virgo. And I'm going to kind of do a pass of both of these decks and then just see what the story is that opens this up for you guys. Wow, you already got some things going on quite a bit with that first pass. I think we might have the basis of a full reading here. Okay. All right, Virgos, let's see. Well, we got an interesting opening to this reading for you all in June. First of all, we see the kiss up. And second of all, we see the wish. So I feel like there's some kind of compromising agreement you have to make in order to get something that you wish for. And I think you have to sit with this for a minute and you have to really ask yourself, is it worth paying that price? Okay. We do see that this is something that you've wished for a long time. I am drawn to this map. I am noticing that over there on the left coast, up in what would be like the Bay Area, the Northern Californian area, there's a sunshine there with clouds covering. Okay. So, I'm wondering if some of you have wanted to maybe travel to California, you've wanted to go and visit California, or maybe perhaps you've wanted to relocate to California. I also got that some of you may be wanting to move out of California. Those of you who have been there for a while, you might be wanting to explore a new place to live. So I'm kind of getting this cross message. There might be some of you that are transplants from California. You're living in another area now, and you miss the people back home. You'd like to go and visit them. So this could be a possibility. Or maybe you actually just want to get back there. Maybe you tried living in another state for a while. It was fun while it lasted, but now you're kind of ready to get back to your roots, So two messages. There's those that are wanting to leave California, and there's those that are wanting to get to California, okay? But I do see there's a wish in relationship to this, okay? Maybe it has to do with a relationship, since that kind of slipped out of my mouth like that. I didn't mean to say relationship. I meant to say in relation. Maybe this has to do with a relationship. Maybe that's why you have this urge to get to California, or move from California. There might be some aspect to your relationship that's long distance, or maybe that's just where your relationship will really thrive, or you'll connect with a soulmate there. I do see there's something compromising about this situation, though, and it's something that involves money, you know? It's something that involves money. Like maybe, in order for you to be able to make this move, you need to get your cash up real fast. You don't need to get some traction with your finances. Be careful of like entering into some kind of compromising agreement just so you can have the money to travel or relocate, you got to think long term. How is it going to affect you long term? Is it going to be worth it? Part of this may also have to do with, hmm, part of this may also have to do with somebody actually just really wanting, you to kind of foot the bill, you know, you sort of, I'm getting like this sugar daddy vibe almost, I don't know what that's about, but this like sugar daddy vibe. I don't know. Um, is maybe you have somebody that you've been sort of having some issues with, and maybe you've had some discussions about spending because you've been talking about relocating, or you've been talking about doing some traveling, maybe money's been a little tight. Maybe one of the people in the relationship is a big spender, like they like to go out and buy themselves lots of, little baubles. And I just saw like the Mac counter, like maybe like to go to the Mac counter, get all of the, latest shades, all the latest palettes of makeup. I don't know, but maybe there's been some excess spending, and it's sort of like one of the partners is like, hey, we need to get this shit under control, because if we're ever going to be able to make this move, or if we're ever going to be able to travel like we want to, and explore where we want to finally, put down roots, we need to get on the same page financially. You need to stop spending so much money. Yeah, I see this with the, 30 energy and the 20 energy. That breaks down to 15, which is 5 energy. It's like something needs to change if we're going to, have these blessings, have these gifts in our lives. We got to make some sacrifices. And I see that maybe one of the people in the relationship is like, yeah, but there's like this new purse. I really feel like it's the feminine in the relationship, or the one who's more in that position plays that role in the relationship. For those of you, in same-sex relationships, you know, um, it's the one who's more the big spender in the relationship, the person who uh, kind of uses their wiles, to sort of kiss up and get what they want, get their way. I see a lot of sort of like, you know, sort of being very accommodating and very sweet, to sort of get their way. So it's kind of like this like daddy please energy, so you might be, having a little bit of this going on where you have this person still wanting to spend, and they see something they want to get, and they're trying to get you to part with some more dough, but you're trying to keep them on track because you're trying to manifest something together that really requires you to, put your money together. Yeah, and you're like, look, I know you want the carrot. All right. If you want the carrot, that thing we've been chasing, I just saw that like that image of like the carrot dangling from the stick. Like, do you want this? Is this what you really want? If you really want this, like we got to cut some of this shit out. We can't be irresponsible with our money. I feel like this is really a money discussion. And it's either happening within a romantic relationship, or it could be also happening in a business partnership capacity. Um, but I'm really getting more intimate relationship with this, particular message. Although, I like to open it up, take it as it, applies for you. But we do see here, there's sort of like this, this need to sort of restrain the energy. Somebody just wants to fucking, just do their thing, be free to do their thing, and just blow their wad wherever they want. you know but you can't do that. You can't do that in this situation. There really is a need to think of practicalities. You got to rein it in a little bit. There might be a little bit of a tug of war between this, and there might even be some looking at this in terms of relationship. I mean, when I said blow your wad, I mean, I'm sorry, I'm abroad. I couldn't help but think of it in sort of like, sort of a sexual kind of way. So, maybe there's some of that too. Maybe there's some of that too. Um, I just got that, there might be one person in a relationship that wants to kind of have things open. They want to be able to sort of play the field, but it's kind of contradictory because they want to be able to have their freedom. They maybe want to be able to have some flirtations, or they might want to be able to, have some little, side dishes hanging around, but they don't want that of their partner. Like, it's like one of these things like, do as I say, not as I do kind of scenarios. That's not really fair. It's like they want their partner to be really loyal and faithful and devoted, but they want to go off and have their freedom, and it's just not going to work like that. It's not going to work like that in this situation. So again, you have to think about it. You got some kind of wish. There's something on the table. There's something you're wishing for. There's something you're hoping for. It does require money. It requires money. And there's a need to really save your money, invest your money wisely, clean up spending habits. If you're going to get that carrot, if you're going to get that golden carrot, you got to cut off some of your bad habits. And then I also see it for some people, and this might really apply to those who are single, might be having a struggle between, do I really want to be in a relationship? Maybe you've been involved with somebody, you've been dating somebody, and you've been thinking, do I want to be in a committed relationship, or do I kind of want to keep my freedom? And in some ways you feel a little like chained to that situation. You feel like there's sort of pressure for you to like, put some carrots on that finger, and you're feeling like, I don't know if I'm quite ready for that. But here's the deal, it's like time is ticking. Look at this fucking hourglass. You gotta, like, at some point you gotta shit or get off the pot. So this is really about you making sure that you're very clear in your intentions, what you're manifesting for yourself, that it is really in alignment with your wishes, and that you're not just sort of making decisions to appease others, make them happy, but you're really doing what's in alignment with your heart. Okay. But I do see there's a need for two people to get on the same page for sure. All right. So I kind of want to do some clarification on this and see a little bit further into this story. All right. What further clarification can you give me for the Virgo collective about this situation? What more do you have to impart to them, oh wily gods of the twists and turns of fate? What does Virgo collective need to know for the month of June? What's on deck for Virgo collective in June? I just want some clarification here, please, to expand on this story. All right, I'm going to take it. All right, well, we do see this goes right in alignment with what I was saying. This is the spaceship, okay? And this card is like a whole new world. It's It's really stepping into the unknown. It's the desire to travel. It's the desire to get out there, explore, have new experiences, see other things. And I do see you, going out of your usual environment. I do see you doing a lot of travel, and that these are going to be kind of lucky experiences for you. When you go to these different locations, you're going to make certain connections with people. And the people that will come into your life when you're traveling, when you're in these different locations, they're really going to like be a key to your destiny. Like there's a lot of synchronicity that's going to come in through these experiences, and it's going to lead you on a whole new track. You can't really see it right now, right? But these are people that are just like fly by the seat of your pants people. These are people that you're going to make like long-term connections with. These are going to be people that are going to play an important role in your life. But I see a whole new cast of characters coming in for you, you're going to be having a lot of new experiences. You're definitely moving into a period of expansion in your life. And there's a lot of positive energy around this, but there's a lot that's going to be unfamiliar, a lot that's going to be brand new. So I do see a lot of kind of like movement for you. I do see a lot of travel for you. And I think you got this travel bug coming in June, and you're going to feel this pull and this calling to get out there and explore different areas. And I feel like there's this California piece in there somewhere. There's something about California in there, at least for the Virgo collective that's tuning in for my readings. Okay. And I know a lot of people from California because I used to be there, but there is something that I'm really noticing, about California in this card. And that's that there's cloud cover there. It's blocking the sun. And the sun in tarot is all about happiness. So, like I said, I feel like there's some people that are currently living there. Some of you in Virgo Collective that are living in California currently, and you're like, this ain't where it's at for me. I'm having a hard time here. I feel like I need a geographical cure. I need to move. And, that may find you sort of like taking on work you don't really want to take, or maybe approaching somebody you don't really want to approach and asking them, hey, can you help me out? Can you loan me some money so I can move? There's something going on here with a kiss up around some finances, so this is another story. But it also, could be people really wanting to go to California and feeling like as long as I'm not there, I'm not truly happy, okay? So this is also coming in, or maybe just wanting to visit, and the fact that you've been away so long, you haven't been able to see, your friends in California, or maybe you just love the coast and you haven't been to, that strip of coast in a long time. You feel a pull to the land, and you've been away for a while. You're really wanting to go and reconnect. And you feel like until I get there, like, it's a little bit of a like a damper on my happiness. This is something that's really strongly desired. There's a big wish around this, but finances are definitely involved, and a need to cut off bad habits that are preventing that from happening. And I do see it happening. I do see the movement with the spaceship, and there's something important about this aspect, the trip aspect. There's something really important coming in around that. I feel like there's something for you in another locale from where you are right now. And whether you discover that through making, a lot of little trips, maybe you're going to go out and explore. Maybe you do have the desire to put down roots somewhere else, but you're not sure where, and you kind of want to just go out and explore and get a feel for different places. I do see you hitting the road, and checking things out. So let's see what clarification the arcane bullshit deck has for Virgo Collective on this. Ted has some confirmation he wants to bring in, You want to go to California, Ted? You do. Maybe Ted wants to go to California. And I'm picking up on that in this read. Yeah, I think that, the thing here is you really need to take a flying leap, okay? It's like a leap of faith. There's some wish you have. It requires you to take a risk, you know? It also requires some financial funding. You got to cut off your bad habits in order to make this happen. In some aspects, you feel kind of chained in your current situation. You feel like your freedom is blocked. This could be anything from, wanting to make this change, because of a relationship. It could be that, you really can't stand your current work and you want to take a job opportunity. A job opportunity comes in, it comes from another location. In order for you to do it, you got to take a leap. Maybe you are in a relationship, your partner has an issue with this. They don't want to move where you got to go to take this opportunity. You might have to decide what's more important to you. This is another thing that can come in. There is an aspect here, though, of like leaping into the unknown, just because, we do have that spaceship card, that talks about brand new, like mind blown, out of this world experiences. I never saw myself doing this, taking a leap of faith, just diving in head first, no hesitation. I think whatever is coming in is so good and it's so in alignment with your wish. You're gonna have to go for it. And with this look at the fucking hourglass, maybe there's a kiss up also that's going on, not only just around, the financial piece of it, but like, hey, can you give me some time? I really got to go and do this thing. It's really speaking to me. And I know that puts certain things on hold for us that we were planning together as a couple, but I can't let this opportunity pass me by. So that's another piece coming in. Interesting times for you all. It does look like wish fulfillment is on offer for you. It does look like you're going to go for it. You're going to jump into something head first. It's going to be a brand new experience for you. You're going to meet a lot of helpful people. These people are going to be like a whole new cast of characters that are going to come into your life and lead you in an entirely new direction. It's going to be really awesome for you. You're going to really just feel this like opening up in your life that's going to give you so much freedom. And there is a possible opportunity coming in. I'm getting around like work, finances, but it requires you to make some kind of sacrifice. There is a sacrifice element involved in this. I feel like you need to buy yourself some time and at the same time not waste time taking this opportunity. So in other words, I feel like there's another person in your situation that you kind of need to kiss up to a bit to appease in this matter. So they can give you the time to grab a hold of this opportunity and you don't lose it. In the end, it's worth it. I think it gives you what you need to really manifest this dream you have. And there is this travel component, moving to a new location component. The opportunity that comes in, it requires you to go somewhere else out of your usual environment. Okay. So that's what I have for the Virgo collective. And now we're going to move into Libra. I'm really looking forward to this. I have no idea what's going to come up for us Libras, but we really could use, some encouragement. We've really been doing a lot of work, man. We've made it through a pretty intense cycle. Everybody's kind of been moving through this Pluto energy, right? This Pluto reverse energy. But the thing is when this whole cycle kicked off, it started with Libra. We've been doing this Pluto for a long time, and we're finally like coming out the other side of it, where we really did our integration work, and we're definitely ready. We're ready to like get on with it. Or like I don't want to sit, focusing on what's already happened. I'm ready to keep going with the flow and moving forward in a positive way. So I'm really excited to see what's going to come in for the Libra collective. All right. I'm just going to give these a few shuffles. I just really want to mix up the deck. Libra, I think you really need to just go out and have a celebration day. This is really coming in right now. I feel like you just need to go out and treat yourself, just you. I don't feel it's about like having a party or, bringing people with you. I feel like you need to do this just for you. It's a private celebration, You need to go out and, get dressed up, take yourself out for a nice meal, have yourself a drink, maybe go to the spa, get your nails done, get a massage, just have a day of pampering. I feel like you so deserve it after everything that you've been working through. And I really feel like you've been through a very intense passage, not just emotionally, but also practically. You've been working really hard. And I feel like you need to fill your cup a bit, You might have been stretching yourself a bit thin lately, okay? I'm just kind of coming in. So Libra collective, what is coming in for the Libra collective? What's on deck for Libra in June? What's on deck for Libra in June? Libra collective. Woo, woo. Oh my goodness. All right, this will be interesting. I'm going to get these other cards on the board here from the Arcane Bullshit deck before we go into this piece, but already it's getting spicy up in this bitch, all right? I've been feeling it. I've been feeling it come in for Libras. I've been feeling the energy build. We got something that we're just chomping at the bit. We're just chomping at the bit to go. We're a bit like a horse at the starting gate right now, We know, we can feel it. We can feel it, Everything we've worked for, everything we've been pouring ourselves into, that moon we shot our arrow towards, to hit the mark and see the manifestation of our dreams. I feel like it's really just around the bend, man, and we can't wait to get to it. But just chill out, chill out. You don't need to be in a rush. You don't need to be in a rush. It's already been like earmarked for you by spirit, okay? So just, you need to saunter towards, towards the prize. You don't need to run towards it. It ain't going nowhere. I just heard that, Libra. It ain't going nowhere. What's coming in for Libra collective? What's on deck for Libra collective? Oh, arcane bullshit gods. What's on deck for Libra collective during this month of June? Ooh, yes. I'm feeling this energy. This energy feels so good already. Okay, first of all, we open with the king. All right. Now, I have a few different messages coming in with this right off the bat. All right. First of all, this is a one energy. All right. So there's some king energy that's figuring prominently in your reading. Now, for those of you who are looking for a king, I see there's a new beginning coming in. All right. And this is somebody, they got some power. They're in their shit, they're in their mojo. They know who they are. This is a strong individual. It is possible that they have Leo aspected somewhere in their chart. There is this lion energy up here. Whenever I see lions, though, I also think of the past as well, okay? Because it makes me think of that strength card. And in the strength card, there's a lion being tamed by the Empress, all right? And the Empress is one of the major arcanas that represents Libra in the tarot, okay? So this could be that you got a counterpart coming in, or it could be somebody that you were involved with in the past comes back around and plays a significant role in your life on some level. This is somebody who's really in their power, you know. This is kind of some big boss energy with that horse there. Horses are all about power, but they're also about movement. So I think this is somebody who's been thinking of, you know, making a move toward you, Libra. Maybe they've been holding themselves back a bit. Maybe they're the ones who are chomping at the bit at the starting gate. They know that they're going to take this action. They know they're going to come towards you. They've been trying to work up that courage, you know, with that lion energy to make the move. And I think you're going to see them make that move indeed. I do think this could be like if you've been in a relationship that's been challenged and you've had issues, this could be somebody stepping towards you for an opportunity at reconciliation. Maybe they want to give it another go. And if this is somebody that you had a falling out with, it could be, you know, they come back around to mend fences, you know, make peace and see, can we like, you know, can we rebuild this connection? And if you've been looking for love, if you've been looking for, you know, that king in your life, I think that, you know, somebody's going to be approaching you. Somebody's going to be working up the courage to step to you. Okay. There is definitely this like rebirth energy here with the pyramid headed bird. All right. And I just really got this message about, you know, past life sort of connections. Like this is an old soul in the sense of they're familiar to you, you know, like you meet this person, you feel like our souls recognize each other. There's like this instant soul recognition. So this is somebody that you're very close to. I feel like there's also protection, you know, around this situation. So it's sort of like I was saying, this situation's earmarked for you, okay? It's definitely going to be coming in. Yeah, you know, this message is just coming in so strongly. Look, there's an Ouroboros on the bottom of this card, but look, it was broken. And here, this, you know, Phoenix energy is like holding both pieces to keep it together. So I do think that this is some kind of renewal in a relationship. This is either um, one of three scenarios. This is either somebody from the past coming back in your life for another go around. And this is sort of saying, like, it can be repaired, you know, or this is somebody that you've been in relationship with, you've been having a lot of challenges, and there's been difficulty sort of getting over the hurdle and getting back on the same page. We see that a healing is possible. All right. The third scenario is you've completely given up on love. You've been single as a Pringle. You haven't even been focused on love. You kind of just like called it a wash, like, okay, maybe I'm just not meant to, you know, maybe I'm not meant to have somebody in this life. Maybe that somebody is me. And you've been busy pouring your love, your time, and your attention into yourself. And then the next thing you know, here comes your king. And, you know, love is meant for you. You have this transformation in your life and this renewal, and you decide to give it a go again. You know, you're willing to take the risk to potentially get hurt again, because that's what it's all about. You know, when we go to take the risk to love, oh, Ted's giving me kisses right now. It's so sweet. When you go to take the risk to love, you have to allow yourself to be vulnerable, you know, and if you've been really hurt, maybe it's been hard, you know, maybe it's been hard to like open up your heart again, but I see I see you being willing to take that risk, you know, to sort of soften. And this is really cool. This is a cool message coming through here, but I feel like what might, you know, bring you two together, or, you know, whoever you're dealing with, okay, there's going to be this coming together. And whether it's coming back together or meeting somebody brand new, I also am picking up this trip energy, okay? And I feel like it has to do with New Orleans with this little Pablo card, you know, I'm just seeing like, you know, the crawfish that he's holding there, and you know, it's got the horns blowing. That makes me think of, you know, the jazz down on Bourbon Street. And we got the toad energy, and I can't help but, think about hoodoo, and I can't help but think about, um, all the swamp lands and all of that. It's really just evoking like that Louisiana energy for me for some reason. But even if it wasn't New Orleans, I feel like it's a place that has that kind of vibe. You know what I'm saying? Like you're gonna go somewhere, you're gonna travel somewhere. New Orleans is coming in really strong, Libra. You're gonna go and you're gonna have yourself time. You're gonna have a trip. You might take a trip with this person to New Orleans, and it really like sparks things in your relationship. If things have been a little flat, maybe it kind of reignites your passion. Maybe, you've been separated from somebody and you decide, hey, let's meet in the middle. Let's meet in New Orleans, and you have yourselves an adventure together. And this gives you a new beginning in your connection. Or it could be you're just going with, you're going with one of your friends on a trip, or maybe even alone to New Orleans, and then you bump into the love of your life. But this is a story that's coming in. I do feel it happens on vacation. I do feel you're somewhere, you're enjoying good food, you're listening to good music. I just got this, like some of you may be tripping, I couldn't help but, think of those frogs, you know, the frogs, you lick the frogs, they got the hallucinogenic properties. Maybe some of you are trying some really out there shit you've never tried before, having new experiences. You're having these experiences with this person, and it's a real bonding experience. You have yourselves a time, okay? So let's look into this. Oh, yeah, bottom of the deck energy is the sun right here, okay? And that 35, that breaks down to 8. Again, very much like that snake Ouroboros kind of energy. It's also a number of, manifestation. Like you're going to start to see this coming in. You might make plans with somebody this month. Get wind of this month, Um, who knows? You could have a spontaneous trip. Anything is possible, but I feel like this is going to get set in motion this month. You'll know what this is. You're going to feel it coming in. We also see that there's some happiness involved in this, okay? And it looks like, there's definitely a compass on here. We got the sunshine. We do have change, so things are going to get moving for sure. But I want to get a little bit more clarification on this situation. Whatever it is, it brings you happiness, it brings you fun. And I think with that sun energy, again, sun is a card associated with Leo. So whoever you're dealing with, they could have strong Leo placements in their chart, or they could just present themselves as a Leo does. Maybe they have a lot of confidence, maybe they're, very adventurous and, kind of bold, and, they might be a little cocky too. I just got that. They might be a little cocky too, but, that's okay. Let them play king shit a bit. I think you're going to have a good time. Whoever this person is, they know how to have a good time. They know how to have fun. I do feel like it's very much like a soul connection, okay? Whoever this person is, and whatever direction this relationship takes. For some people, this could be an opportunity that does not have to do with love. Okay, let's look at another scenario here. Let's look at another angle. I want these messages to be able to be received by, the people who come here to receive this. So for this to be coming in, there's somebody here that needs to hear this. For some of you, this is some big shit person coming through who has the opportunity of a lifetime for you in connection with your career. They have something to offer you. You got to go and make a, whoa, did you see the way this card's you got to go and make a connection. It requires you to travel to go and see them. And I do feel like you're going to be celebrating after this. Okay. So that, yeah, this is interesting. Look what comes out. The kiss up with the spaceship. It's so funny. These two cards came out in the Virgo read. All right. So this is very interesting here because, again, there's the travel piece. Okay. There's something here. you're going to go to this location. You're going to travel to this location. And whether you're traveling to this location for romantic reasons or whether it's because of the second scenario, like I said, you got some business opportunity, okay? I believe somebody in relation to this business opportunity, they are really going to sweeten the pot. What I'm getting is they've had their eye on you for a while. This is somebody who's been watching your work. They've been quiet. They've been in the background. They haven't like been making themselves known. But this is somebody who's some big shit. This is somebody who actually has some sway. They can make shit happen for you. And I feel like you're gonna get contacted. Some of you that, are working on that level where you're trying to, put some work out there and have it picked up by somebody. I think you're gonna get an offer to go and meet with somebody, and it's a chance of a lifetime. I think they're really gonna sweeten the pot for you, they're going to have some big sign on, incentive. All right. I want you to really think about it. Okay. Be mindful of what you get into. I always put this forward. If it involves signing a contract, okay, make sure you know what you're getting into. All right. Don't sign away the rights to your work. I've got sentience going on right now. So strong. Okay. Be aware. Be aware. All right. But we do see there's an opportunity here, and it's an opportunity for a whole brand new experience. And again, much like Virgo, I see a lot of expansion for you. You're going to have new people coming in, new opportunities. I also see travel for you and a possible move. Okay. You might relocate to this area you travel to. You might enjoy yourself so much there that that's what happens. And let's get a final clarification from the arcane bullshit deck on this situation for Libras. This is not what I was expecting to come in at all. So it's really interesting for this read to come through. Give me further clarification for what's on deck for Libra in June. What kind of arcane bullshit's on deck for Libra in June? All right. Sort of a cautionary point, okay? Don't sell yourself short. I'm really getting this in relation to the business aspect. Don't sell yourself short with this half-priced hot wings. All right. All right. Don't sell yourself short. Know what to stand on. All right. Know what to stand on, to not compromise on. Sometimes things can look really sweet. I think that the offer is going to be super tempting. Just make sure that you preserve all your rights to your work. All right. Be careful of signing anything. If you need to, you should be able to have, a lawyer look over any contract you need to sign. If it's in relation to your business, I'm serious. If you have an idea, you want to make sure that you're preserving your rights to that, because I think that this offer is going to be very tempting, and it's coming in from somebody. It's coming in from somebody who has the power to make things happen. All right. So you might be really tempted to just fucking jump at it, but you could just end up with some half-priced hot wings. All right. It might not be that prime rib you're looking for. Okay. I mean, it could apply in a love aspect too. It could. It definitely could. I mean, life could be throwing us a curveball here. All right. I mean, maybe it's just a little bit of happiness, you go and you have some fun, with this, hot pocket. What did it come through? Don't ask me. Don't ask me what I said. Oh my God. Must be like the fucking convenience foods. Oh my God. Half price hot wings and hot pockets. You know, just be realistic about what you're getting into. I don't know. Maybe this is more of a summer fling kind of energy in relation to the, relationship stuff. And maybe that's what you need right now. I don't know. But just be aware of what you're getting into. Have fun. Don't get too locked into expectations. Do what feels right. Just make sure you don't settle for some bullshit. Okay, Libra? I'm just going to leave it at that. All right. And I'm going to do a cut of the deck energy here. I just want a little further clarification on this. I can't make this shit up. We got infinity here. All right. We got infinity here. There's that Ouroboros skin in that 8th position, right? I think that you're actually going to transform this energy. I think that this is where you've been in the past. I think in the past you've settled for some, half-priced hot wings in many respects in your life. And because of that, you may be anticipating that that's what's coming in. This person's going to make you an offer. You may be expecting that that's all you're going to get. But, stick to your guns, stick to your guns. You know what you deserve. You know your worth. And I feel like you're actually going to get it. You're ending that cycle, where you settle for less. I think you're going to get it. You're going to get what you've been looking for. And it's going to really transform your life. That old cycle is ending and a new one is beginning. It brings you abundance. It brings you into your power. And it definitely brings, unity. And that's a really beautiful message. But I still say, in terms of the business prospect, when that opportunity comes in for, those of you on that track, do, look at everything very thoroughly. Go over it with a fine-tooth comb. Get legal counsel if you need to before you sign anything. But I see it working out for you. And I think that, if they try to give you an offer that looks like some half-priced hot wings, you let them know. Nope, that's not good enough for me. And maybe that'll be kind of a ballsy, risky move. But I feel, Libras, like you kind of need to move into this ballsy energy. You need to be willing to go there. I see them doing what they need to do to get you on board. I do. I see them doing what they need to do to get you. But I do say, be aware. Make sure of the agreements you're getting into. Make sure of them that they are in alignment with what's going to be in your best interest and that you're not going to get taken advantage of down the road, or that you're not going to lose rights to your work. That message is coming in really, really strong. Okay. And we are at 53:17 on the clock. When I said that, double eights. Okay. It's all about manifestation for you all in June, Libras. Follow through with your manifestations. Do the work right now. Do all that fine detail work. Give it your final push. Everything you need to do for what you're building and creating for yourself. And you're going to have something really to celebrate, where you may have felt down for the count in some respects. You're going to see everything turn around and it's going to lead you on a whole new direction. And I can't fucking make it up. It was 53 on the clock when I said that. Double eights again. You're really coming into the manifestation of all the abundance you've been working so hard to build. I feel like Libras are about to step into sort of a new potential in their lives. And I feel like you broke the ceiling from where you were before. And I don't think that just applies financially and with your career. I think it also applies with, what you've had in relationships before. And you're definitely ready to step up to a whole new level. And it's coming. It's coming. It's like big king shit energy. Okay. And maybe this is you. Maybe this is you. I'll leave you with that. I wasn't able to get to Scorpio. I'm going to call this good for tonight. I was hoping to get through to Scorpio, but I only get an hour on these, StreamYard pre-recorded streams. So I will come back. and I will do Scorpio in another video. And it's kind of funny because I wasn't really feeling Scorpio for using these two decks. I think I need to go back to the tarot for Scorpio. So for some reason, Virgo and Libra needed a little something off the beaten path with their messages. And maybe that's just sort of a reflection of our energy right now. I feel like both Virgos and Libras are really moving more into that space, that emotional space where they're shaking off all the heavy stuff and they're just ready to move into this like lightness of being, 55, 35 on the clock when I said that. Okay, so new beginnings, abundance. We did our work, we closed our cycles, and we're definitely ready to step into that new potential. And it was 55:44 when I said that. Again, echoing it again. I'm telling you, we have brought things to completion. We got a new cycle coming. All those things we worked hard for, Virgo, Libra, it's bringing gifts our way. It's bringing major gifts our way. Okay. So really just sink into it and enjoy it. You worked so hard for it, and make sure you're protecting your interests. Remember how hard you worked for it. Remember the sacrifices you had to make to get there, not just, financially and with what you're creating in, the material aspects of your life, but also how hard you had to work on yourself to make you ready for the kind of love that's coming in for you. It's going to be beautiful. All right. I will be back with the rest of the signs. And I'm definitely going to make sure I get them in this week. All right. So be on the lookout for them. And I will talk to you all soon.